We're here at UK Construction Week. It is day one, and I'm joined by Frankie now from Rolec EV to talk about, well, some of their new technologies and what they're up to. Frankie, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming over to us. Thank you.
Well, let's start off then with a nice, simple question for you. What is it that Rolec EV, what is it that you do?
Well, Rolec EV is just a division of the company that we have, Rolec Services. So we was established 32 years ago now, founded in the leisure industry, so providing hookup points for caravans essentially. And then we moved into the marina division, providing exactly the same but for boats. And then EV, being now a newest division, 12 years ago we kind of got on the journey. And here we are today, brand new products, new range, and yeah, a UK-based manufacturer.
That's amazing. I mean, how long have Rolec been around?
So 32 years, yeah.
32 years.
The focus point being EV, that's now the biggest section of turnover for the company, around 80%, so it's really booming compared to 4 or 5 years ago. We saw our marina division as the most prominent, but yeah, it's just getting busier and busier.
It's one of those things, isn't it? Like 32 years ago when you started, I mean, who would think that you'd be here at UK Construction Week with these new technologies and EV being the focus? And like you said, it's getting busier and busier.
Yeah, so initially the managing director at the time, he employed 2 people 12 years ago just to put them on the road for 18 months to understand whether this was ever going to take off. And obviously here we are today. So it was a little bit of a drop in the ocean. Do we run with it? And obviously it's paid off.
So we do have some new technologies behind us. Can we have a little talk through what it is that you're offering, what you're showing here today?
Yep, so this is a brand new product called the Zura. It's a domestic and light commercial solution, a single and dual outlet charger. So it's the only twin domestic charger on the market. So you can buy this as a single outlet charger and upgrade at a later date to twin. So Mr. and Mrs., one of them has an electric car today, but obviously as the demand increases and there becomes vehicles with the right range to cover off every scenario as a driver, they then look to 2 electric vehicles. It's the same charger. We add in a few components internally. We make that twin outlet. We don't have to mess around with the infrastructure that's already in place. We can load balance across the house and the vehicles. And yeah, it's going to be fully compliant, it is fully compliant for the current regulations and even the next generation of regulations that come into play the 1st of January next year.
Fantastic. So this is a technology, like you said, that's going to provide more options for people, but not having to disrupt their lives as much as it potentially could be. How's that going down with your customers?
It's going well, it's really well received. Like I say, the future-proofing element and the design that's gone into the charger. There's a little feature here with like bespoke branding. We can almost blend a charge point into a wall. It's features and little niche points that puts us, let's say, ahead of the industry and providing them with a bespoke charging solution rather than this is what we have, you take it or leave it.
Yeah, trying to avoid that eyesore, I guess, than you are providing those bespoke, which I know sounds like such a small thing when we're thinking about the greater industry and sustainability as a whole, but actually it makes a big difference. Definitely,
yeah. I think personal touch, we're in that kind of stage where you can go online and put a picture on a mug, a t-shirt, anything sort of novelty, but here we're trying to apply that to then the domestic market and the commercial market, and it's had a huge success with corporate branding as well. So they can literally just drop their logo on, see what the product looks like before it's actually then delivered and place their order.
Amazing. So Frankie, we are here at UK Construction Week. I know doors have only just opened,
Yep.
And I hear there's free pretzels going on, so that's where I hear he's been. It's a joke. I know, he says he hasn't, but I'm not so convinced. Are you having a good day so far?
Yeah, busy turnout already. So an hour into the day, half an hour into the day, and it's been a success. I think it's good to be here. There's a lot of like-minded people looking at obviously becoming more sustainable in the materials that are being used. We've adopted those technologies into the product, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, amazing. And why is it then important, last question for you, why is it important then that companies such as yourself are here at events like UK Construction?
So obviously one thing, there's the regulation side of things, new properties that are developed, having a requirement for EV charging. But I think more than anything, it's learning how you can provide a sustainable solution, like a turnkey solution of almost to the point of being off-grid. These charge points can link into solar generation, battery storage, and then you're looking at obviously the features and technologies that are out there. This just links in perfectly. So yeah, there's a few charge point manufacturers here today, but I definitely feel this is a product that's up there. You need to come and check it out.
Absolutely, and I love that you were sort of highlighting those features that really do sort of set you apart from other competitors, I suppose, within the industry.
Yeah, that's it. And one of the big things for us is we're based in the UK. We're a UK manufacturer from Boston and Lincolnshire. a lot of people would say, where's that? Boston, you say that on its own, it's in America, but yeah, we're a small town in Lincolnshire. We've got both a head office and a manufacturing plant there. It's really good to see obviously how we've grown over the years and that we can then be such a big key player in a European market.
Yeah, absolutely. And for anyone who is trying to reduce their carbon footprint to be more sustainable, actually providing a UK or using a UK-based company really has to be a plus.
That's it. We're at the other end of the phone. The UK support's a big thing as well. It goes a long way, the after-sales side of things. So, yeah.
Amazing. And as a sales director, I think you've just done your job.
That's it. That's what I get paid for.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Frankie, for taking the time to talk to us. Come down, have a chat with Frankie if you want to learn any more about the wonderful EVs that they're up to.